much stuff happened in the pre-seat, like before the show started. The trailer showed too much that when it came on, I was like, why did they even show this trailer? We already know the vets, the like OG vets are coming. So this little surprise or whatever they was trying to hold off, it was you.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are back with a brand new episode, a brand new recap, a brand new review. As you know, the challenge 38 Ride or Dies has started, so we are here to give you our opinions on this episode, and we have opinions. So let's get into it. So first off, the general first episode, we get our challengers. They coming in via yacht, which was, great. Everybody, saying their highs, their buys. Well, not buys, but everybody saying their highs. Instantly, we get into an argument between Laurel and Turbo. And I'm just going to say, I'm not feeling Turbo this
season. So excuse my voice. I lost my voice a little bit. I think that they are trying to, I don't know if they're trying to like make Turbo the villain of the season and like make forget that Fessy is generally the villain of the season.
It's not Fessy no more, it's Fessal now. But we get into this house and they start to like really throw up some of these storylines. So apparently Nerese and Johnny were on the airplane canoodling and fraternizing, and they bring it into this house. Johnny, Ride or Die, has these feelings for him, which is, this whole season in general is going to be messy.
Yeah, it's going to be messy. Her name is Raven, and I like her. I wish she didn't say, like, if that was me and Johnny didn't, like, and he told me he don't want to do, like, no, I would have never mentioned it in front of the camera. I would have never told Nelson, like, what's the point of telling him? It just make me look like I wouldn't have said nothing.
It's looking very much pick me, choose me,
yeah,
love me.
Yeah, I was like, it made me be like, oh no. But I didn't want her to look bad.
Fessy and Colleen are sitting in the pool, the hot tub, and Colleen is telling everybody that she's from Love Island, Germany.
It made no sense.
Like, you have several people from Love Island in the house, like.
But why even lie? It made no. I mean, I guess I just started watching The Mole, the new one, the American one on Netflix. Mm-hmm. So thank goodness I even know what it was, because I literally started that show this past week, and it is good. But it made no sense to lie. Like, so
you're setting yourself up to have a target, and nobody can trust you.
Yeah, but half the people don't even know what The Mole is. And even if they did, people from Big Brother, the point is to like try to get to the end. Survivor, the point is to survive by scheming to get to the end. Nobody really cares. But if you come in lying for literally, like Jack said, no reason to lie.
It's public knowledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, that's suspicious. That's because why was you lying? That was lie.
Yeah. So we get that, and like I said, the first half is really pretty much just a bunch of story threads being played out. There was a lot of fluff, not too much to mention. So let's go into this because it leads into the challenge. So Casey and so I'm guessing they did that quarantine or something didn't happen.
I don't know what that was.
But it was weird. Like, it's giving very much production knew they couldn't have both Casey and Nani in the house together. They knew they couldn't have Fessy and Casey in the house together. They heard what people were saying. It was like, let's orchestrate this and get this out.
It's so weird because, okay, so just to catch everybody up, I'm sure everybody saw the episode. When we come to the actual main daily challenge, TJ really quickly, like in 2 seconds, says, Casey and her brother left. And everybody was like, what? And then they keep moving. They don't address it or nothing. And I was like, that what? Even Laurel was like, what? And so it was just weird. They didn't give no like prelude to last night, like them saying something. So maybe COVID test came back or something, or I don't know. But I feel like when they showed like the super trailer at the end of the episode, I feel like I saw Casey.
But Casey was still there. So I don't know.
Casey was on this trailer. So I'm confused by how she's gone. So
And
is she coming
that's another thing to backtrack a little bit more, or backtrack and fast forward and kind of.
back?
This trailer revealed too much,
He revealed too much.
too much. After TJ announces that Casey and her brother Kenneth, were removed from the game, he brings out two competitors for some reason, which is Nam and his partner Emmy, and Olivia and Horatio. So we here at the main daily challenge, which is called Bolas for Blood. And basically, the teams must solve three numerical questions using basically their common knowledge about their ride or die. And then they have to search this mud pit for the number bola that associated with their equation, essentially, and then attach them into the on the chain. And then once they collect all three, they have to bring their bolas to the finish line, and whoever brings it first wins.
Yes.
So this challenge, it was cute or whatever, but it just, I feel like it was lacking something because it felt too easy.
It was too easy. Like, cause it was just like, I guess it wasn't so easy because Nelson didn't remember his name.
How do you forget your? I mean, I get like, oh
Maybe
damn, I'm
it
32.
was like in between, like when they took production, when we did question and answer or whatever, I was
Yeah.
32, but now I'm 33. So that type of thing, like the answer can change. I understand that. So maybe that's it. But it was just like, I'm standing right here, you standing right there. How old are you? I'm 25. How old are you? I'm 23. That's all I had. And then that's it. It wasn't, it should have been like, you all can't tell each other the answer. You know, like something.
Yeah, literally, Chauncey and Amber was reading. He was like AMBER, 5 letters. My name 7. Da da da. This is that. Let's go. Like there was no like. Yeah, like I said, it should have been like a distance thing, maybe. Maybe if they spread out all three equations, like
Yeah, they have to
yeah,
be
then they have to run back to the mud pit, run back to the next, and kind of make it more like I said, just make it more.
something.
Yeah.
I was okay with the result of who won because frankly, since the like OG vets are not there,
Yeah.
since they are not there, the house is like mostly like more newer players. So it
Yeah,
really didn't.
it's refreshing. It's not the same storyline we've seen for like the last 5
Yeah,
or 6 seasons. Like everybody, like even some of the older vets are still like relatively new or been gone for a while, or their ride or die is somebody new. So it's
yeah,
just the dynamic is better. The
yeah.
dynamic is refreshing. We haven't seen it in a while. Winners of the challenge is Johnny and Raven. They won. So TJ lets them know they have another interrogation. They have to choose 4 teams, interrogate them, question them, interview them, or whatever you want to call it. And then from there, they have to pick one team for actual elimination. Johnny didn't want to make it too obvious that he was going after the veterans, so he wanted to throw in a rookie pair in there. So he decided to use Kim and Colleen as a scapegoat. Devin and Tori was nominated, Jack and Laura was nominated, and then Sam and Kayla was nominated. They have their interviews. Basically a bunch of we won't make a deal, but let's make a deal type, which I hate because it's like I
That
don't
was
know.
so
It's just
odd.
like
He said,
yeah.
I don't want to make no deals, but tell me what you could do for me. So a deal?
And then, like I said, really nothing else happened. We see Chauncey and Amber and Madly in love, or whatever
I
the
like
case may
them.
be. I do, but
I like to highlight on new people. Like I like to highlight on people that we ain't seen for 100 challenges. And I
yeah,
like vets too, but like because CT is my guy when he's on the show, I really don't really care about anybody else or if anybody else wins or not, except for him.
yeah,
But it's nice to see different people and give
yeah.
some other.
Storylines that really get to show
Yeah,
their personality.
yeah.
Now, let's get into the elimination, or this season the elimination arena is called the zone. The game they're playing is you move, I move. So let's first talk about the nomination. TJ calls all 4 of the couples down or pairings down there. Johnny and Raven make their choice, which is Kayla and Sam. So this is where TJ reveals that the other 3 pairings will have to go through I forget what it's called. What it's called? The draw. Yeah. So they have to go through the draw. So basically, to determine the second team for the elimination, the three pairs have to pick. It's basically dirty 30. They have to reverse. They have to pick up an X, and then so basically they pull up the dagger. The dagger, if it's blank, then they apparently still in elimination. And then if they actually pick up the one that's safe, then they're actually safe. The person who picks up the safe dagger then chooses one of the other two teams for to be safe, essentially, and then the person that's not chose.
Well, with the elimination choices, so when Johnny and Raven first, when TJ first asked them who they want to pick, and they say he's like, I'm going for a big target. And he said Kayla and Sam. I was like,
that's not a big target. It was
yeah,
supposed to be Laura and
I
Jack.
was confused by that. I was like, I thought he was gonna say Devin and Tori because that's a double, like that pair. Why would you
But
pick?
I would have chose Devin. I would have chose Laurel.
Or Laurel. So I was like, why would you pick Kayla and Sam? I didn't understand. I mean, it's okay to pick them, but why would you pick them and say those words? Like I'm going for
Plus,
like
it beats out your. Oh, sorry for cutting you off. It also kind of beats out the logic too of you want to like. Although Kayla is a veteran, Sam is still a rookie, so you are
yeah,
already
that's what I'm
pulling
saying.
rookie veteran teams in. So yeah, Tori Devin was like the obvious. I mean, either way it goes.
I mean, I understand, but I would have said pick Tori and Devin, and then that's what I would have. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you were gonna use that logic that we're trying to get the
Yeah,
vet out, so I would have picked Tori and Devin because those are two vets. So okay,
yeah. I
but
feel like honestly, I mean the trailer was cut out there, but I feel like regardless, we knew
but
it was
once
gonna
once
happen.
once he said Sam and Kayla, I was like, okay, so like, what are we doing here?
Colleen and Kim pulls out the safe dagger. They says they are looking to save the rookies. Again, I don't know why they're being so boisterous about the fact that they're trying to save rookies. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that is the downfall of all rookies. They be talking too much, or they don't do enough. You either don't do enough or don't talk or talk too much. These rookies are doing what they need to do. They're doing it, but stop talking. Stop saying. I'm she say what she say. Since I'm working with the rookies, what? Okay.
Colleen and Kim chooses Jack and Laurel to be saved based off the fact that Jack is a rookie and they want to preserve the rookies as long as they can. So Tori and Devin are going against Kayla and Sam. The game is called You Move, I Move. The teams must stand on a.
I hated it. I hated that.
The team must stand on the platform. Basically, one person controls I guess a horizontal vertical side, and the other player controls the other horizontal vertical side since it's a square. And the team to move all five balls to the end of the maze wins.
I barely paid attention. I couldn't. First of all, it's boring to watch. That's first off. But also because it's boring to watch, the camera wasn't actually focused on the game. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't showing us what was happening.
It was focused on the players.
Yeah, so it was watching the players, and I was like, "What is happening in this picture?" And then all of a sudden, the balls like fell out of those slots, and so I was like, "What? What the maze look like?" They didn't even have camera coming from like directly above so you could see it correctly. It was a bad elimination because you can't really be engaged in that the way that the cameras were showing it. They were just showing the players. So I was like, this elimination is useless. Let's play rock paper scissors. It would be more interesting. Like I was like, what's happening?
And like I said earlier, because the trailer showed that Tori and Devin were still in the house when Jordan comes, and since Jordan is not in the house, it's like we already knew.
Kayla.
Exactly. So now
not to go home that quick. I wanted Kayla and Sam to stay, but
yeah,
and I like Tori and Devin as well. But
it should like I honestly thought Colleen and Kim, because they didn't get any like screen time, that they were going to be the ones to like.
I mean, I didn't want none of the rookies to go this soon because again,
I mean, I'm just not invested in. I'm invested in other rookies more than I'm invested into them because, like I said, they didn't get any screen time. So it's like, and like you said, Colleen came in the game unnecessarily. So it's like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
you're going to
But
be out before. Like, I just don't see them lasting too much longer in the house.
yeah, but yeah. So, but we, like you said, we knew that Sam and Kayla were leaving, and even especially, I mean, we already knew it, but then when they got the first ball, and then Sam was like, "Oh, we're doing so well. Maybe we can." I was like, "Okay, maybe we."
Exactly.
So somebody say, "Maybe we can win this." You know, it's over.
TJ lets us know, even though we already knew, that no one can be trusted, and that Johnny and Nani are the ride or dies of all ride or dies, and he brings them out, and I'm just like,
Are they?
Are
Are
they?
they the ride or die of all ride or dies? I don't know who I would say the ride or die of all ride or dies is. Like ride or dies.
They needed Leroy and Cam in this season.
Leroy Cameron on there, please. But ride or dies of all ride or dies. I don't know. It's a couple other pairs that I think of like together more than I think of them together. But I mean, I agree they are an OG vet like ride or die pair. I see it. I understand it. So
overall, I think this season has the potential to be a good season. It's refreshing to see the dynamics. There's a few broken things that I'm already not liking so much because of the way it's like, I don't like this getting rid of a couple just to bring another one in. Like, it doesn't, like,
gonna take
if it was
forever.
like the,
No, I was
if it
just
was
saying
like the,
it's gonna take forever if they keep trying to get rid of people and then bringing people in. It's gonna take forever to get down to less people. Just bring us everybody in at once. Just bring
I
everybody
feel
in.
like if they wanted to do this particular way, it should have been more like the mercenary style, where it's like, okay, we coming in, we're doing the elimination, and then we'll
Like
jump
they
into
were
the
back
game.
in. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would like that better if like Kayla and Sam win against the incoming people.
yeah, like
They
win
lose,
against Nani and Bananas, and
and if they
then
lose and they back in the game, I would like that. That would be cool.
because then it just keeps the game progressing and keep it moving. But like Jay said, this game is going to be very messy with this whole the draw situation, because you will be choosing people you want to save like right on the spot. So it's going to really, like, if you're trying to have a secret alliance, you really can't, because it's like, well, if, like you said, if all three of us down there, it's like, oh, I got to choose somebody.
I mean,
So
that part is interesting because at first I was like, why are they choosing 4 people? Why 4 teams? Just more every time. But then when they explained it, I was like, okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. It's still a lot of like a lot, but I understand it. I like it's different.
Yeah. And then, like I said, it's some elements of the OG challenge. We get a little bit more story, getting more, like, we're seeing them. It's not just 5 minutes beginning of the episode, then straight into the challenge. We actually get to see them in the house interact. We get to see the little showmances and whatnot blossom. All right, guys. So that is all from us. Hope you enjoy. Leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on this season. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on our social medias, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.